Sandwiched between Thailand and Vietnam in Southeast Asia, Cambodia has emerged as a popular tourist destination in recent times. It has risen out of the shadows of a war-torn past to become a sought-after destination for lovers of nature, culture, and history. The original homeland of the Khmer people, and rich with both Hindu and Buddhist influences, Cambodia is home to a range of fascinating sights and landmarks to see and experience. Phnom Penh, the busy, bustling capital Angkor Wat, a quietly astounding wonder of the world. Choeung, a heartbreaking reminder of the country's bloody history. Skun, home to the slightly disconcerting spider markets. These are some of the remarkable places and experiences you can expect on a trip to Cambodia. This is Most Amazing Places Visit in Cambodia. Royal Palace of Phnom Penh. Unlike some of the other places you will visit throughout Asia, the Royal Palace in Phnom Penh actually has a king living in it. Constructed in the 1860s, the palace has been the home to all royalty since, with exception to the time around the reign of the Khmer Rouge. The king's living area takes up over half of the palace grounds, but visitors are free to roam around the Silver Pagoda compound, the main area containing the Chan Chaya Pavilion and Throne Hall, which is pictured above. Throne Hall is still in use today as a meeting place for the king to receive dignitaries, and is also used for ceremonies and coronations. The Royal Palace is one of the most splendid and iconic buildings to be found in Phnom Penh. Golden and shimmering, the palace is ornately designed, featuring a distinctive tower and Khmer-style roofs. National Museum of Cambodia. The National Museum of Cambodia is home to the world's finest collection of Khmer sculpture, a millennium's worth and more of masterful Khmer design. It's housed in a graceful terracotta structure of traditional design with an inviting courtyard garden, just north of the Royal Palace. Most visitors start left and continue in a clockwise chronological direction. One of the first significant sculptures to greet visitors is a large fragment including the relatively intact head, shoulders, and two arms of an immense bronze reclining Vishnu statue, which was recovered from the Western Mebon Temple near Angkor Wat in 1936. Continue into the Southern Pavilion, where the pre-Angkorian collection begins, illustrating the journey from the human form of Indian sculpture to the more divine form of Khmer sculpture from the 5th to 8th centuries. Killing fields of Choeung. The remains of 8,985 people, many of whom were bound and blindfolded, were exhumed in 1980 from mass graves in this one-time Longan orchard. 43 of the 129 communal graves here have been left untouched. Fragments of human bone and bits of cloth are scattered around the disinterred pits. More than 8,000 skulls, arranged by sex and age, are visible behind the clear glass panels of the memorial stupa, which was erected in 1988. The audio tour includes stories by those who survived the Khmer Rouge, plus a chilling account by Him Hoi, a Choeung guard and executioner, about some of the techniques they used to kill innocent and defenseless prisoners, including women and children. There's also a museum here with some interesting information on the Khmer Rouge leadership and the ongoing trial. Siem Reap and Angkor. Crowds may swarm upon it daily from sunrise onwards, but exposure hasn't dulled the impact of the largest religious monument in the world. Commissioned by King Suryavarman II in the 12th century as the centerpiece of the mighty Khmer Empire, the structure is inspired by Hindu sacred design and is estimated to have taken around 30 years to build. The biggest surprise upon visiting might be learning that the vast complex of spires, moats, frescoes, cloisters, and balustrades was constructed in such speedy fashion. You won't be alone while witnessing it. But sunrise over the iconic temple remains one of the essential experiences in Southeast Asia. A return in the afternoon when the camera-toting hordes have dispersed is also advisable. Kulen Mountain. One of the most sacred sites in Cambodia, Kulen Mountain provides an experience suffused with both nature and religion. Also known as Phnom Kulen, the mountain is located within a national park, home to dense forests and flowing waterfalls. The region is steeped in history, its significance going back to the time of the Khmer Empire. It is home to sacred temples, statues, and carvings. Visitors can climb to the mountain's summit, walking along the River of 1,000 Lingas, which features carvings of Hindu symbols and gods along its way. You can also take a dip in the pool at the waterfalls, an activity popular with locals. Here you will also find the sacred Wat Phra Ang Thom, an important place of worship known for its enormous statue of a reclining Buddha.